back to the All Yeah podcast, the podcast for degenerates, by degenerates. I'm Blake and Blake.
I'm Dorsey.
I'm Chance, or 2-6.
What's wrong with your fingernails this time?
West Side, bitch.
How did this happen?
I have no idea.
I guess it is
It's
420.
deja vu.
Yeah, this is deja vu.
That's why we came out here. But that's the real reason.
Are you lighting up or am I lighting up? All right, you're lighting
Mine's
up.
gonna last longer.
Well, if you can't tell by now, we have the All Yeah podcast with us.
Yeah?
If you guys would like to introduce yourselves, or well, you already did.
Cheers.
But-
Yeah.
Changing up your whole intro. We fucked
Well, I'm Siren, a.k.a. Will.
I'm Nate.
Yeah, bro, we're season 2.
Yes, sir.
Season 2.
There's still more additions to be added, though.
Yeah, man. We already knocked out 1 so far. This will be episode 2 of season 2.
It's good to be back.
Bro, it is good to be back.
It's
been
good
a
to
minute.
be here.
Thank y'all.
Wait, yeah.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank
We
you.
got
It doesn't sound like a milestone, but honestly, it is.
Yeah.
Starting out, it means
Oh,
something.
you were saying when
Yeah.
we were on yours, I don't know the drop dates between both these, but you said something like,
If it's 20% over.
Yeah,
80%
yeah, yeah, yeah,
podcasts
yeah.
drop After 80% of all podcasts drop by the 15th episode.
Okay.
So if you do past 15, you're already higher than 20% of people that are doing it. If you
Yeah,
go
that's lit,
past
dude.
20,
That's lit.
you're in like the top 8 percentile of podcasts.
Wow.
In percentage-wise, because there's so many of them.
Hell, bro, like it's crazy like that we're at this. I think this would be 17 total. I might be wrong. But it's crazy that like y'all are in the 40s.
yeah, for
We
real.
look like it, too.
That's the drinking problem. That's the episode.
So, but just like I've been a fan. I enjoyed watching some of the episodes and stuff, and like you guys got a good little thing going over there, man.
For real.
Well, we appreciate it. I guess. Not I,
Thank you.
but
No,
we
I
appreciate
appreciate
it,
that.
Individually and as a group.
Yeah.
Weird answering as.
I'm straight. No,
That's
I'm good
because
on
you're in
that.
the middle and we're sharing microphones. That's how close we are. Butt
And we-
naked under the table.
We're trying a new setup today too. We're
Yeah,
not used to
yeah.
this. Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. We need to know.
Yeah, for
We're
real.
keeping it or
I
not.
like this setup. I
Yeah.
feel
You
more
do?
direct, I feel more
Yeah,
passionate with you.
yeah.
Yeah. I can look in
Say
y'all's
more
eyes
than
and have a
that.
conversation. Yeah.
Making direct eye contact.
Yeah. Whole
on this
episode.
interview.
Whole episode.
Good. Staring contest. Take the pen. Oh no, you told me. No, you don't want this.
They still haven't.
It's
broke
not
eye
over.
contact.
Oh,
Ah,
you blinked.
fuck.
All right.
It's right when I talked. I knew if I talked. God damn it.
Well,
That
no,
was interesting.
Yeah.
I do want to thank you guys for coming. We kind of did like in the music industry, it'd be like a feature for a feature, but
Sure.
a pod
Yeah.
for a pod.
Pod for pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're both about like the same things, you know what I mean? So I think it's dope that we can come together and do this.
I'm sorry. I'm dying.
Yeah, I
Pretty
mean,
good.
we discuss a lot of the same artists
Yeah,
even at
yeah,
times.
yeah.
There's been a couple collab episodes between us both with guests you guys have had and guests we've had. And
Yeah.
future guests will probably see the same thing, and that's good because it adds more content for them even, and
Yeah.
it helps grow their names in this local area.
Bro,
so-
when
factual, so-
when I was first starting, if there was 2 fucking podcasts going on around our area, that would have been so sick just
That-
to get your name out there
That
more.
makes a difference, yeah, absolutely. Because now you have shit on there that you can look back at and be like, "Oh yeah, I hopped on this podcast. Go check this interview out." You know?
yeah.
You want to learn more about me? Here you go.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the community we all locked in. We're all fucking hands across America.
That's right.
Fucking homies rubbing each other's backs, all that shit, banging each other's girlfriends. It's
Whoa,
all
whoa,
It's
whoa,
escalated.
no.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
escalated.
No.
Yeah.
It's escalated very,
Yeah.
very quickly.
Nope.
Chris. I appreciate it.
Nope.
I do want to jump into like getting to know you guys on like more of like a personal level. Like, like what were you guys doing as kids? Where are you guys from? Like, I don't really know too much about you guys. Like,
That's,
you know what I mean?
That's honestly a little bit of a funny story as far as kids because me and him recently found out probably earlier last year, I would say. Yeah, it was 2022. That when we were right around, when we were young, we participated in a rock war right across the creek from each other in Lincoln Park in an E-course like rock war that happened.
Like throwing rocks?
Yeah.
You know Council Point?
Yes.
So the Lincoln Park kids were on that side. The E-Course kids, my side, the better side, were on
you, dude. Not
the
the better side.
9th Street alley. Shout out 9th Street gang. We were basically throwing rocks over the creek at each other, trying to just cause some fucking damage. And we didn't know until I think it was a couple years ago now, at least 2. But we had been friends for a couple years already before knowing that. We started off as like pretty much more
Enemies.
Yeah, like I wanted to kill you basically as a kid. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was aiming
right.
for your head.
Oh, of course, I was ready to.
I was about to say that's like crazy that you guys were like hated each other that much to throw rocks, but bro, back in the day, homecoming football games, to get playoff games,
The worst
stuff,
part
you
is
start to
that
hate
there
those
was
other
really
schools.
No hate behind it. It was just like, hey, you're playing on that side of the creek, and I don't like that because this is my creek.
Yeah.
And then one guy just threw a rock, and then
It was just a
another person-
territorial thing.
Yeah, it's like on the
What's
e-course
your
side, it's
name?
like this is my backyard. I don't care if you're at the fucking park. This alley is to my backyard. Like, fuck you. I
It's not
take the
even your
claim.
it's not even your backyard though. Part of it went right to the trailer park, so it doesn't even count.
Not the part I was
E-course
at.
versus Lincoln Park. Who
No, it's
wins?
funny. No, it's
LP
funny.
all
Hold on,
day.
hold on.
What do you mean?
I grew up there for a while, and then I moved to Lincoln Park. But I never went to another school besides Wyandotte. Always through Wyandotte schools.
You even you're a fake
Hey.
fan. Like you're not
Hey.
even a real fan.
Hey, on some real shit, fuck Wyandotte.
Hey, I like one.
not because of just playing against them.
No, honestly, fuck Wyandotte. Like, it's all right. There's some cool people from Wyandotte, but like as
Yeah.
a whole, like,
We had a couple on this episode. Shout out them.
hey, see,
They were cool
That's
people.
cool.
Cool
It's-
people.
It's
Yeah.
the downriver Hollywood, man. You want to feel like a man of culture, you go walk down Biddle. Especially, I'm from Taylor type shit, which is a Hollywood in and of itself.
Yeah.
But if I want a little more flair, I go to Wyandotte. So
Yeah.
visit your local tourist agency.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
something in Wyandotte. I'll show you around.
So,
Hold on.
how did you get introduced to them?
yeah.
It was one at a time. Blake was the kid in high school who got a tattoo in the 9th grade. Walking around with his chest puffed out in the hallway, sleeve rolled up, flexing it. And I was like, well, that guy's bad news. He had the...
I don't know if have y'all touched on that on your podcast.
Oh, there it is. There it
but he
is.
had a cheap Hatchet Man necklace
That's
from
sweet. That's sweet though.
Spencer's or something. Me being a juggalo, I really gravitated toward a symbol that I am familiar with. So it kind of went from there a little bit, whatever. He ends up working for
Can't do
mom's,
beer.
Ex-husband. That was neat.
Oh, that was
Father?
a terrible
Yeah, I'll
time.
babysit this one.
That's so funny. All right, so how did you guys get introduced to Take a Chance?
I don't know.
So I feel like that whole relationship started thanks to Dorsey, originally with Chapo. Shout out, damn Chapo.
No.
No,
kind
no,
of,
no,
but
no, no. It started with him introducing us to Colton, and then through Colton we met Chance. That's the whole chain of events on that.
yes and no. So
On my end.
Colton led us to meeting, or Chapo led us to meeting Colton, yes. Will and I sparked a conversation because I saw him wearing a Currency shirt while I
Yeah.
was working at Whiskey's. And that led to us chopping it up. I found out he was making music at that point, and that led to the spark. He introduced me to the whole Take a Chance scenario there.
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell you
talked.
my side of the story.
Yeah, we talked about it briefly when we first met. I just remember coming in and you go, "Hey, Currency Clothing," and I just came from Camp Currency.
Yeah.
And we just started talking and stuff, and that was the first time I heard All Yeah Records, and that was probably your first time hearing Take a Chance Records.
Valid.
Yeah,
Can we
and
Valid.
just take a moment in the fact that one night, just a few weeks ago, I'm out at a bar. And I see this man
oh, that's another one too.
and I don't even recognize, I recognize his face. I can't think of his name at the time. I'm plastered. I'm so fucked
You
up.
were trash.
Oh, I was eating shrooms. I was all fucked up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was all bad. Like, don't do drugs. Anyways, and I just see this man walking out of the bar.
Certain drugs are okay in moderation.
Hey, shrooms are legal in Ann Arbor. This man is walking out, and all I see him in a Currency shirt, and I just scream at the top of my lungs, "Currency!"
What was your response to that?
I just started cracking up because I knew who he was, and he was trash, dude. He was trash.
I thought you yelled back to him right after you said Currency.
Well, no, obviously, like I dapped him up and like talked to him.
No.
for a
I
second,
thought
but-
when he yelled Currency to you, I thought you went like, "Oh yeah."
Did I?
That's what you told me.
I'm the wrong
See,
person
making me
to
look like a
ask.
liar.
Oh,
That would have been cool if he
shit.
did. But I don't think he did.
I don't think he did either. He doesn't have the same love that I did when I was in shrooms and fucked off my ass.
I
To
would
be
have done
honest,
that.
If I was sober like you that night, I probably wouldn't have either.
I would have done that. You
Yeah,
know I would have.
I was the DD that night. I was
sober
just,
as
I was
shit,
just
like-
chilling. That's funny.
good man. Good
Yeah.
man.
I had to hold it down. But you guys were talking about making a song on your original podcast with Will and Chance. When's that going down?
Well, what? Fuck.
Dad,
Right after
this
this?
is your department. Father, I don't make music, you do.
You as well, Dorsey. We heard you freestyle. You weren't bad.
What song are you referring to? Because
that was
we've
awful.
had Michigan
I was too.
Mariners, Blake's Christmas album, the Oh Yeah Street Mix,
Street tape.
Street Tape. What else was there?
No, I think he meant making a song.
Yeah,
with him
take a
and
chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
You went the same way.
Yeah, no, we got a lot of things that we want to do, you know, a big old cipher with everybody on it, even you. And
I looked to see who he was pointing at. I was like, wait.
Ace, it's Ace.
Chance got
It's
my
the people at home.
Chance
Wait,
got my
wait,
beats
to
down,
Ace,
pull
happy
one
birthday,
up.
Ace.
Happy birthday,
get him
Ace.
on.
Yeah,
We'll get
we'll
him
have him
on.
on before the end of the podcast. But
for
yeah,
sure.
that's a
Yeah,
logo.
yeah, soon enough.
I'll do a record with him anytime. You just gotta pick one of my beats.
Yeah.
That's another thing I wanted to ask you. When did you start making beats?
I started in 9th grade. That's right. After school, fucking first trimester, 2011. Going up FL Studio trial mode on my stepdad's computer and just trying to figure it out. And I didn't, and I gave up. 2016, I'm in my barracks in Arizona, Fort Huachuca. And I'm finally given privileges to get electronics.
Military
I
man.
I told myself
America.
in basic training before, in basic
Fuck
training,
yeah.
that's boot camp, so you don't get to have anything. So I just was left to my thoughts and whatnot, and I decided I'm going to go back to learning how to make beats.
Yeah.
I will. So when I got my computer back when I went to Arizona, that's what I did.
Yep.
I diligently watched every tutorial. I gave, I had patience, and I did it, and been, honing my craft ever since. Great fucking time.
Yep.
Making beats is really fun.
I've
is.
honestly seen his progression from his young childhood, prepubescent, early high school years,
Yeah.
and past that to 18, to what he's producing now, and there is major growth.
Oh
in
yeah, for
succession of
sure.
What he's done.
You put that much time into a craft, you're gonna.
insane.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
10,000 hours. But hey, if you don't believe him, my first beats, those 2011 beats, they are on YouTube.
I'm about to hop on one.
I'll send you the
go
link.
ahead,
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
We'll do that
Alright,
right
bet.
after this.
There's a
Let's get
podcast
freestyle,
performance.
an old school dead beat.
real quick. I want to reel back to we were talking about the how we all met, the connection there.
Yeah.
Kid fucking walking through with a hatchet man and a tattoo at high school.
Yeah.
Blake and I at a very young age, yes, but we didn't actually reconnect until way later. I want to say 2017, 2018.
So, end of 20. I believe it was the end of 2017 to the beginning of 2018. It's been about 6 or 7 years now, going on 7 years, I believe.
And
We've known
then
each other.
he basically
21. I was 21 when I met you.
we did this thing called a Blackout Friday. We'd pick a random bar downriver. We'd go have dinner and then just start bar crawling. And it turned into a real sloppy night. We'd have to walk home a lot of times or get a ride. And by the end of the night, we were blackout and we loved it. Blackout Friday, Blackout Brando. That's where that started.
Wow. And that led to an event. You hit an
Yeah, I
event.
was gonna say, that inspired the whole name of that event.
yeah.
Blackout Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll
That's-
talk
that's
about
where I
that
met-
event
yeah,
later
yeah,
on.
that's
Yeah.
where I met you guys. For
We'll,
sure.
Yeah.
we'll dive back into that more. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took advantage of that because that was, like he said, that was an original event we had just with us and a big group of friends.
Yeah.
Because it started as just a out to drinks and food for me and him, but it eventually turned into a big bowling thing that happened every Friday. And
Wow.
it got to the point where it was 12 of us up there.
Damn.
And we would close the bar down at the bowling alley. It got bad.
We were usual suspects up there. We were just getting
Yeah.
trashed.
Oh, yeah.
They know multiple people from the group by name at this point.
The
We're regulars at Indian Lanes.
the workers come out and they're like, oh no, the boys are
Oh, yeah,
here.
we walked in and the waitress at one point, I remember, she's like 3 buckets and 6 shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, exactly. I'll
Perfect.
let you know when we want more.
But that helped build the relationship that he especially has up there now, which led to us booking a show up there on St. Patty's Day and
Another event.
a
Yeah.
bowling event we did. We'll dive into that more too. But with that, a couple years after our relationship really blossomed, I got introduced to Dad, and a lot of that was inspired at the Fuck Shack at first.
Fuck Shaq.
Which they'll know a lot more of the war stories on.
Oh, we'll talk about the Fuck Shack. We'll dive into that in a little bit.
But
We'll-
Great.
for me, that was the origin of Dad. I met him there while they're making music down there, and then I slowly found out that he's a fucking phenomenal real estate agent. That's right. If you need a house, he's your guy. The house that we do the podcast in for, that you guys have been in, that's a house he sold for me.
Wow.
He helped me get that, and you definitely should go through Dad to get your next house or your first one.
I'm right here, y'all. I'm right here.
And then we had the space to start doing the podcast
After you
after.
buy a house, you should buy a beat though.
Yeah, beats, houses, whatever you want.
He's a man of culture.
Yeah.
If you buy a house, you get a 5 beat pack.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
But that relationship blossomed into what this is now.
Yeah.
It turned into a great relationship where, like you said, we're over 40 episodes deep.
Crazy.
We've got a new podcast under the umbrella, Blackout Brando's House of Sports.
Yeah.
We might have a couple more in the works.
I can honestly say that if it wasn't for this man, the creativity level and like the passions I have for photography and videography now and even music and everything would not be what it is without this man.
100%.
He's brought that passion out of me and given me a drive rather than what I wanted originally was to open up my own company and work manual labor the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking do that.
Hell
I wanna
no.
Plan events. I want to podcast. I want to party. I wanna
You hear that, Mom and Dad? No. That's not what I want to do. What up, y'all?
That's what I want.
That's hilarious.
On that note, I'm going to go down one more button. Oh, it's a very kind thing to say.
But that's
I
what.
need to air it out.
No, for real though, like Dad was the first like real creative mind that I got to dive into and work with.
Dorsey,
downriver.
bro, I'm trying to listen to you, but
No,
those
that's
hairs
fine.
are talking
That's
right now.
fine.
bro.
They do. They talk. They talk. I've heard. I listen, and that's where I learned those hairs. But
Chris Center.
We don't want. No, I can't. I was gonna say we don't like.
At Chris Center's type beat for real.
Your beat maker's favorite lumberjack, Chris. Center.
You know what the fucked up thing is though? I've worked doing trees with this man. He's not a fucking. Lumberjack.
I could learn.
He
But
looks like one.
no, for real. What I was getting at is Dad was the first like really creative mind. Oh,
And go in.
good
Go
save.
drink it anyways.
The real first creative mind I got to dive into and work with on this level, and that led to me wanting to start doing our own shit too on this.
Yeah.
I got brought in after their idea, Blake's first, realistically, but they started talking about doing this. I was supposed to be a guest, and it turned into right away, like, no, we want you to do this with us.
Yeah.
And it worked out for the best, realistically.
That's what it's so cool. Like, I feel like this way with my guys too. Like, it's so cool when you're like working with someone is just fun. Like, you don't have to. There are points where you might get in arguments and get irritated with each other. Yeah, 100%. It happens all the time with us.
I'll be honest, man. There was like a week ago, I blew up.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
You know what? No, and that's really, I love hearing that too from you guys because
It's
you understand what we
care.
go through.
You care, though.
You care.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get as mad if you didn't care.
These are my brothers when it comes
Exactly,
down
but
to it.
that's-
So like,
But you need to do that when you're with family. though. You need to have those exchanges.
Yeah.
Talk it out, and then separate for a little bit. Come back.
yeah.
And you're able to work again.
It's just when it gets he's like, bro, when this dude kind of started getting on my nerves, he went back to school. So we were good.
When you get on my nerves, I just text you like, dude,
Yeah, come on.
like, come on, what are you doing?
That's what we need to.
Now
But
he just goes to Louisville. Too.
that's
Gotta
healthy.
hold
Though.
each other accountable in it. For
It's
real.
healthy.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have that on a team, then you're not going anywhere. You need someone. You not a specific someone, but you need to be able to go to your boys and be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing with this? We got to do better here. Shit like that. If you don't have a team that you can do that with, you're not gonna have you're not gonna do anything.
Oh yeah.
If everyone just thinks everything's fine and dandy and no one really gives a shit, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, that's.
You got to commit to it.
I had two things I was gonna say, and I don't remember the first one.
My bad.
That's okay.
So fire the second.
I'm slowly losing it.
Oh my God, he lost them
Oh,
both.
okay. I remember the second one now. No matter the irritation and the pain that it goes through with working with these guys, even though I would rather work with them and deal with all that extra emotion than just have somebody that I pay to work with and it's just somebody that
Yeah.
you go and you do your job and then you leave. Like,
Yeah.
That's not fun. I would much rather have this way of it.
You don't want to certain shit you care about. You feel like sometimes even if they could be people on your team are just looking at that thing you care about.
I remember now, but going to do?
people that you care, like that could be a part of your team or whatever, they might just be looking at shit as a money sign.
Right.
When that's why that dude didn't get into it, mixing in there right now. That's not why. That's not why we decided to do the podcast. That's not why Chance took a gamble and got the building
He
to
took a
keep following
chance.
through. Yeah.
Literally.
It's like,
He
and
literally took
you
a
guys
chance.
decided to do a podcast, like, and you guys have been killing it. If you guys looked at it as a dollar sign, it probably wouldn't have got to 40 episodes, let alone.
If I looked at this as a dollar sign, I would have left out after the second.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Undid
Yeah.
way, bro. Like it's not worth it.
Thousands.
It's easy to talk to them about this
Yeah,
shit
no.
because they get it.
It's funny because in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and it's gonna be really easy.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, me and him, like he was talking, we've had an idea, and we've done not necessarily like a podcast, but in 2018 we recorded one night. Me, Natty God, and Zarge, and Chris. We set up in my basement, put tape out, spots. We got like 6 different beers. Did a whole beer review.
Oh,
We were
wow.
gonna post it on YouTube, do a whole thing of it. Footage completely gone.
Yeah.
We set the record, it got wasted. It's funnier than shit, but it's just gone.
This happened to us.
Yeah, it's gone. And then, but we also recorded like drunk vlogs and these stupid little videos that you can still find on YouTube to this day. And it was just leading up to what this is now.
If they give us that link, we'll put it in the description.
No. It's not on the Oh Yeah page. It's a different page. We don't want you to look
I
at
was
that.
thinking of putting them up on there.
You totally should. You
Yeah,
totally
'cause
should.
we're-
A rebirth of
There's
those.
gonna
It's the
be-
beginning of it's the beginning. It shows
It
the
is,
past.
and it will be the ending because all trilogies need an end. Am I
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Drunk Vlogs 1, Drunk Vlogs 2, Drunk Vlogs 3. We'll see.
Wow.
We'll see,
That'd
yo.
be sick.
I don't know.
It's like me. It's coming.
Their,
Oh.
their channel will be in the description for sure. For sure.
Aw, yeah.
But no, like kind of touching on like how you guys started, just like the beginning of it, like what really like inspired you to say take the chance. You get what I'm saying? Like what really, like, you get what I'm saying?
We do puns here.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Is that in regards to doing like the label, or in regards to the podcast? Because
What was
Oh, both.
the label was first, right?
Okay,
Correct.
Yeah, the label was first. So Chris, that goes to you in a sense.
We've told this story at nauseum many times. We had a label thing going, moved to Grand Rapids. The house was stinky, and the landlady found it like that twice. No, you got to go back downriver.
Hold on, I was not
Falls
included.
apart.
Just for clarification,
Yeah,
I was not there.
Dorsey was just a pal we left behind in downriver. We were headed west. Gradually, we were going to end up in Los Angeles. Well, fate pushed us back east, and that whole label fell apart. The Pink 50s and I get back in touch, and I start mixing their records. We need a label to put it out. Natty God says, "Oh yeah," all the time, and that's what I decided to call it. And then Blake's at a show. I'm like, "Hey, you want to manage a band again?" And then that he did. And then Dorsey was on the podcast, and now we're all 3 together, bitch.
Oh yeah.
The only things I would like to add into that is that after the move from Grand Rapids back here, I told him, I was like, I don't want to do anything again with music. I don't want to deal with the headache. I'm out of it.
What?
And like I was so fed up with the situation. I was irritated with the way everything happened.
You're about to just give up like
Yeah, I was
completely.
like, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
I tried. It's bullshit.
And I got my ex-girlfriend pregnant. So the clouds were very dark, and they were very thick.
He's not wrong.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah, you're saying.
Full degenerate lifestyle. All right.
And now you're our dad.
But
This is the kid now. This is Dorsey.
Him 21 years later.
I got a drinking problem too, just like my dad. Look at this dad. I'm sorry, my dad's actually doing real good.
Yeah,
That could get real confusing
I
for
don't
some of the
have
people watching this. My actual dad is doing great with
he's
not
fine.
drinking.
He don't got no
Yeah.
problem.
My
I got
dad
a-
lined up with me right here, man. We gotta talk.
I got a fucking drinking
We're not
problem.
filming.
I got a
This is an
drinking
intervention.
Solution.
right. To quote the Natty God, I quit drinking for good. Drink for evil.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What were some of your earliest struggles in the podcast? Like, I want some advice. What's something that you could drop some gems to? Planning?
Planning's one of the best things you can have.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, planning's probably the best thing you have. Know who you're bringing on. Luckily, I have this guy. I'm gonna shout out him because there's been episodes where I've just been busy and I haven't had time to look up the guest or do much research on who we're gonna have on. But every time I come over, he has a notebook ready.
Oh, yeah.
With everything and stuff like that. And he gives me a rundown. usually I have a chance to check out their music or
Yeah.
what they're putting out, but
Yeah.
I'm not able to do the actual research.
Yeah.
Good on that.
So you just listen to it like on the pod or
Yeah,
something.
I'll do my own research as far as their music or their digital art or
Mhm.
their photography and try to find out what information I can. But he actually goes back to 2016 and their first release and a whole different name. that
Some
they were
Narwhal
doing,
shit.
dumb shit like that. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's what
Like,
y'all.
he actually
Hey,
just
that's what
tried.
y'all should do at Camp Currency when you guys aren't hosting. Just interview different artists on there. Just have someone like and look up like one personal thing about them, so they
Well,
like freak out.
Since you're bringing it up, there's 3 of us here, right?
Yeah.
One of us is always going to be doing something.
Okay.
If one of us is on the stage, there's 2 more off in the crowd doing something.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
We've got mini mics that we're going to be doing interviews
I remember you all
with.
saying you might have done. You thought about doing them at the Black Friday event. I remember when.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the original thought.
It was in play, but we just went with the full podcast episode to start it
Yeah.
instead. Which we kind of do with a lot of our live events now. We
Mm-hmm.
did with the Smash and Bash. We did Blackout Friday. We did the bowling
Can
bash.
we get into the events in 1 second? Can I finish answering that question about the advice?
Advice
Yes.
first, then events. Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's right after, anyways.
Yeah, because the thing about the advice is that also leads me into another thing.
The planning
Don't
first.
bite off more than you can chew at a time, because I feel like I may have jumped the gun going into the Smash and Bash and bit off way more than I thought we can chew. Now, granted, it ended up working to be a good night and everything
Yeah.
worked out well.
Yeah.
But leading into that event, it was definitely way more than what I thought it was going to be, and I overbid it, and it ended up being pretty hectic.
What do you mean by that though? Like, what made it like that? You know what I'm saying?
The best way I can say it, it's the same thing when you're sitting in your room and you're talking and you're like, hey, a podcast sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
And
just
then
one
you
of those
start looking-
ideas.
And then you start looking up what it's actually going to cost. And then by the time you actually do the math and figure out what it is, you're like, oh shit, I'm too invested now.
Yeah.
So now we just have to move forward and continue with it and pray for the best.
Yeah.
Well, to dive into that more detailed, we did it at a Rage Room. They didn't have a PA system. They didn't know any bands to book. They didn't have any event planning towards that. They had the venue, and they had the activity to do besides listening to music at that venue.
Yeah.
Smash some shit in a Rage Room, which awesome for that. That made that even better for everyone to enjoy. But like in terms of like getting the sound equipment there,
Yeah.
I think someone from the Pink 50s helped us get the PA
Yeah,
system we
yeah,
borrowed
yeah.
that
Oh,
night.
wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to the Pink 50s for helping that really come together.
This is the Nanny God's uncle.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So shit like that just came into play. The cost changed. We didn't expect the cost to be what it was when we first
Yeah.
planned for it.
Yeah.
So that's throwing events. It's not cheap. These buildings most times are going to charge.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Lunar Station because that was a fucking free event for us.
Wow.
Laughs and labor,
Really?
I mean,
They did not
for-
charge us.
For laughs and
Okay.
labors, there was a cost, but like you catch people that are nice and they work with you. I
Mhm.
mean, but just don't bite off more than you can chew. Have planning, and and don't stop. Like
Yeah.
no matter what you see as far as numbers and comments and whatever else, just ignore it and just keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only way to fail at what you're doing is by stopping.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they killed it on that advice. That just helped. Like biting off more than you can chew. Stuff you said. What's the most episode you guys have filmed in a day?
2.
2,
That's it. 2 total.
4,
That hurts.
I don't know.
4 or 3 in one day for us.
I feel like the
That was
difference in
the worst day of my
comparatively
life.
Yeah, it was horrible.
It's easier for you to knock out 4 compared to us. If we try running 4, we're not going to be able to talk properly.
Yeah, you're gonna be drinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be
I
drinking like
had
crazy.
trouble
Yeah.
just functioning through 2.
Yeah.
I couldn't even imagine trying to do 3 episodes of smoking and drinking.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, fair enough.
That's true.
I'm really fucked up by the end of 2 episodes. So
Yeah.
4.
That
Oh
would
man.
have to be like an up north camping trip, and it would be like a special. Because
Yeah.
Up there, I'm okay
Yeah.
with day drinking. It.
Yeah.
And I can just
Yeah.
film 4 episodes
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the morning and
Yeah.
do it that way. For sure. Get a good hour break, eat some hot dogs and some burgers, continue on.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Like how we haven't done an event yet, obviously, but
Sure.
biting off a little bit more than you can chew. We knocked out like that when we from the first episode we filmed to the last one. That was a span, I think, 2.5 weeks.
Dude,
good.
we recorded. Dude, we
That's really
recorded
good.
so
Shot
many
12 episodes.
That's
Because I was going back up to school.
right.
So,
You were
like,
on a crunch time.
Yeah.
dude. So like we just knocked out as many.
Tried
as
to
we
get as
could.
many as we
We
could.
tried to time it up until I got home, and then we made it work. Dude.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was the pre-planning. That's you gotta
Yeah.
See, that does
prepare.
come into planning, and then my planning is a lot different because on a lot of these live events, that's on Blake. A lot of the I've definitely helped on some, but
I can see that.
with
Yeah.
with a lot of it that falls into Blake's lap, and with different things we all have to plan differently, and that's what helps with the team. Dad does a lot of the creative aspect. Fucking a lot is an understatement. Dad does most of the
Almost
creative.
all of it.
Yeah.
Almost all of it.
So on my end, a lot of it is I plan for the episode itself. I get to know the guests that we're bringing on pretty regularly. Like he said, there's times where he can't dive into the guests as much.
Yeah.
If my day at my job's slow, I can just sit there and fucking dive into whatever you have on social media across any platform. I will try to find, SoundCloud included, Spotify, Apple Music, any of that shit, your Twitter, your Instagram. I will literally try to dive into, unless it's someone that I know wants to promote literally just recent shit.
Yeah.
And I'll throw one curveball still. But they do that too occasionally, so it still adds to the flair. 'Cause like, we brought a couple of people on that Dad had a history from in the past that I had no idea, and he was like, "We played at a show at fucking Road Rangers together," and I'm like,
Los
"Wait,
Rasta and Cheetah.
yeah,
They
exactly."
don't recognize me anymore.
That's crazy.
A lot of those motherfuckers I haven't seen 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So just like to trip them out like that. They're always like, oh.
Yeah.
So that kind of ties into that like Nardwuar kind of aspect.
Yeah,
of, like,
yeah.
Really throwing them a curveball when they don't expect
Dude, that's
that.
my whole favorite thing about the podcast. Just getting down
It's
to like
so
sit
fun.
down and like
We've had some.
learn you on like a personal level. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just dope.
He
I
makes
don't
a
know.
very good point, though, is the fact that each of us have our own things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good that way because, like you said, he handles a lot of the booking the guests and getting to know them. I do a lot of the show booking, thinking of ideas for shows and working with, I guess you can say vendors will be there as well.
Yeah.
He handles a lot of the digital media. I slowly started working with photography now.
Yeah.
I'm slowly trying to get videographer as well, so I can take a little weight off his shoulders.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, you guys got it. Like, you guys got the team. Like, you
Even
guys.
doing is show events. It's the same kind of thing. So I'm running the show. You see me. I'm running around the entire night. I'm going back and forth between the owner,
Yeah.
and the bands, whatever it may be. He's in the crowd talking. He's the mingler. He's
Yep.
making sure everybody's having a good time,
Yep.
having drinks.
Yeah.
Figuring out the crowd. He's behind the scenes doing all the photos and great videos for a good recap.
Mhm.
So even then, we have a system.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
definitely for sure.
And you guys got some merch going on. I see. Is that what Devin dropped or Colton dropped off the other day?
Yeah, that's the new
Yes,
crew necks that
sir.
are available. Actually,
I mean, we can jump into that. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We can talk about Colton relationship. with
Yeah,
Colton.
man. If anyone want, yeah.
There you go.
We're talking about Colton.
How that whole relationship start?
So handsome and caring and
I'll tell it how
nice
it starts after he dives into. Go ahead.
and talented and wise and considerate, polite, thoughtful.
What?
You guys are like asking questions.
Damn it!
just-
I
just
was gonna
heard
start the
Colton.
Stone Cold thing. What?
I just heard
What?
Colton's
What?
name and I will put that on the floor right
No,
quick.
yeah.
How did we meet him?
Pop
See, that's
the
the
chest.
thing. Is like the meeting people. They give me a date and I'm there. And I'm like, hi, little
That's
siren.
that's how I met him.
Yeah, dog. It's
What
just,
happens?
because I'm knuckle deep in Photoshop, Echo
Yeah.
Studio, poopy diapers. There's a lot of shit I'm on right now. So it's like, all right, date time, bingo. Actually meeting Colton happened something like this.
Go ahead.
So, I've been good friends with Jimmy Chapo, Damn Chapo, and he is a phenomenal photographer. He does excellent work behind
Shout
the
out
camera.
Chapo.
Shout out to
They're
Chapo.
Chapo.
for our podcast right now, even with the broken foot.
Yeah.
He is committed to the craft. He's committed to his work. Literally, he has not touched ground with his feet on one side with 1 foot in 6 fucking weeks because he fucked his shit up.
Yeah.
Looks
But
like
he's
cornflakes.
still fucking getting our shit edited.
What
and
happened?
still going
Bottom of
through.
his foot looks like cornflakes. dude.
Get out!
Can we
Stop
put that
that!
on the
Eh,
screen?
no,
Can we
no,
put that
no,
on the
no,
screen?
no,
We have
no,
a picture
no.
of his broken foot.
No, none of that.
Shout out Chapo, man. I'm sorry. Man.
Chapo made the connection to Colton,
Yeah.
basically, because he was telling me about Camp Currency before it happened, and was like showing me the clothing, and was like, "Dude, this guy's got it. Like he
Yeah.
knows what he's doing right now." And I kind of branched into that after we had the Chapo episode, which was a pretty early one, but we reached out. He loved the idea of coming on, and that turned into an episode where like both sides. Blake and I just talked about
Is
this.
it
It's
wrong to
funny.
say love at first sight?
Yes,
Does make sense?
that-
I mean, like,
it was
is wrong
that,
to say that?
But
Like,
both sides had such high expectations of each other going into it that it was like we both were like, holy shit, we're very much so on the same mindset, same wavelength on what we want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And he walked on expecting just like the holy grail, and it was like, no, brother, we're off the ground right now. Like, we're trying to make this out of nothing right now. And he respected that because that's how it started for him in a way. Like, he built that himself.
Yeah.
So we connected on that, and it just clicked right away that episode. And we all have individually built our relationship with him in different ways since then.
Yeah.
And it's just grown to a great partnership, a great sponsorship. He's doing these beautiful crew necks here now.
Yeah.
Embroidery.
Handling our merch moving forward.
I'm actually going over there this weekend to talk to him about setting up a better website so you can actually order these online as well.
We'll have that link in the description.
Stay
Ooh.
tuned for
Send me the
that.
link.
Yeah.
We'll get that in the description for sure.
Stay tuned. So we'll actually and also get more merch figured out with some actual T-shirts and maybe some beanies lined up and stuff like that as well. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Stay looked out for that. We need to start branching off and getting more of that stuff.
While we're talking about Colton, I do want to ask about like the Camp Currency.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like, what are you expecting with Camp Currency?
So the first
Greatness.
thing, I'm going to tease one thing. For those of you who know anything about Oh Yeah, and they know about events that I go to, there's one thing that's kind of a staple about me, and I've kind of teased it tonight, but don't say anything, right? He's making me something special for that night while hosting, and I'm so excited to fucking wear this thing.
Yep.
You have no idea.
Really?
Yes, I don't want to say it on air because this is going to be so crazy that when it finally happens, I'm stoked for it. I can't wait for this fucking night, dude.
Well, go to Camp Currency
Yeah,
and
dude,
Yeah.
check
you
this
need
guy
to see
out
what's
and whatever
gonna
he's got
happen.
on.
Like, it's going to be insane.
Or just check our episode with you guys because I think you talk about it.
I'm
on
not
that
gonna lie. I think he did. I was waiting to say it, but Blake, I think
damn
you've
it.
already
Oh,
said it, bro.
Fuck, I was way more wasted on
Well,
that one. I was
ours is coming out
fucking
after.
trash that episode.
But not
Yeah, so
before Camp Currency. The episode will be
Yeah.
far out,
yeah, but here's the thing.
with
there's,
far
there's-
advanced
you know
until
what?
Camp
I guarantee
Currency.
there'll be a few people that watch this episode that won't even tune into that episode. Though.
Fair enough.
Remember?
So
Yeah.
now they have to.
Oh, if you don't tune into that, you're a hoe, bitch. This is a two-part series, motherfucker. Go over there and watch it.
Technically 3.
Yeah.
Technically 3.
Siren and 2-6 came on first on their episode.
Episode
Yeah.
23.
Damn.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
We
Really
talked about it
bad. I'm
because
really bad at it.
You know
yeah,
how
'cause
many
it was 19 episodes apart. You're right.
You know how many times I've watched that episode?
Probably quite a few.
I love it. It was so
Phenomenal. It
fun.
was a great.
The first 15 minutes is awkward, but then after that we get good.
That's why we brought him behind the app.
Yeah. Yeah. It was perfect.
What are some of your favorite episodes or moments?
Oh yeah.
And
OG Nappy Long Long.
that's yeah, he's not wrong. That's pick up your big ass jaw. Like that was
Yeah,
one of the greatest
man.
things in the entire. He came out and smoked the most weed that has ever been smoked in that house, and not in the house, but in the basement during an episode. Insane.
If I wasn't rolling, there were 2 other people not even on the podcast still rolling. So like the only time I wasn't smoking is when I was rolling. It just was nonstop joint after
Yeah.
blunt
There
after
were
fucking
several,
wood.
several marijuana cigarettes
Yeah.
in rotation. I was doing this the whole time.
Juggling.
Dad had a-
He had a contact buzz.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
it was,
it's
I have one
also-
right now. It's horrible.
It's also one of my favorites because we met him at Sound Off Sundays. We went to go see Fats Luciano. We met him through there.
And
Yeah,
GTG
GTG,
gave the
yeah,
gift.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Shout out the
I'm
homies.
sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
Shout out the
I'm sorry,
homies.
GTG, I'm
Both
so
of them.
sorry.
Both.
Yeah.
And he performed. He was one of the later artists, and he performed. Fucking blew up. His energy was insane. And
Fats
I
is
ended up getting
crazy.
A photo with him, and we got his number, and I was like, dude, let's do a podcast. He was like, all right, for sure.
Is that how
Tell
it?
me-
So you guys just went out there to check him out?
For
Oh,
hold
okay.
on, no. We knew Fats already. That was OG Nappy Longlocks is how we met. him.
Oh, okay.
So he performed
My fault.
that same night.
Oh,
No, you're
okay.
good. You're
Because you
good.
guys had done the Fats. I remember you guys going to this
Yes.
because I remember you all posting
Yeah.
it. You had done the Fats episode before that.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
before they-
Well
yeah,
before.
So
My
we
bad.
went there to support Fats. And
Oh,
he
okay.
played after Fats Luciano went on, and we saw him. We saw the energy. We saw Hype Man Dre.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the other guy's name at the moment.
Dude, his entourage was
Rade,
so huge.
fuck.
I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But
They're,
both of them were
they've got a
so
crew.
heavy.
There's
Yeah.
4 of them. There's another guy that handles their merch too. The Drenching.
Yeah.
It was insane. They came in and they had the most hype energy the
Yeah.
entire time, and it was like no, like one of the episodes where there was no delay. Like he wasn't short answer.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
super in depth and ready to just roll with anything we threw at him.
He
Yeah.
and his thugged out Nashville entourage busted into Dorsey's door with a big old speaker bumping their song,
Yeah.
dancing, swagged out, smoking.
What an intro.
Man, I was like, wow.
I'm literally eating the first thing of the day. We already recorded the Los Masa episode before that. I'm fried as fuck already. We smoked
That was the 2-episode day.
we smoked an infused pre-roll prior with them on that episode. I'm drunk, Blake's
Fun
drunk,
fact,
Dad's intoxicated.
That day was the same day that he saved all archived everything on his laptop. We almost lost everything
Wow.
that day.
Disable BitLocker if you use Windows. I'm begging you. It will come, and if you don't have your BitLocker code, you will have to delete everything. Don't forget to disable BitLocker.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
That was a very, very stressful day.
Can I say some of my favorite moments just watching?
absolutely.
Because there's been a lot.
Let me wait
Go
real
ahead.
quick. You said OG.
Oh,
Quick.
fuck you. I'll come back to me.
All right. I absolutely loved Eastwood Drive and the Goners and one more I'll throw out, the Kenwood episode. Both. You'll see the second one soon. Those are all phenomenal episodes because they flowed phenomenally. It was just like, I know I've said phenomenally fucking 3 times now. I'm a
There's the
little
drinking
high.
word. There's the drinking word.
Oh, if you hear phenomenally, you take a drink. But no, it just was like a natural episode,
Yeah.
basically. It was not rushed into it. It just, nothing felt pushed. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like sometimes you're interviewing someone and you have to push it to
Yeah.
to get it out of them.
Mm-hmm.
With all those episodes I just named, it was perfect and they just gave it to us without us having to
Yeah.
try.
No,
I
yeah.
got it. RJ with Cypress, one of my favorite ones because like just amazing.
Long vowel, Cypress.
Cypress. God damn it, I always fuck that up. I'm sorry, don't hate me. What the fuck is that? Dude, why am I blinking so hard right now?
The Pink
The
50s.
second Pink 50s one was
Yeah,
fucking excellent.
it was a great one. I love that one. And then my last one would probably have to be I'm fucking terrible. You know what it is? It's the comedy show that we completely lost.
Oh.
Wow.
That's what it would have to be.
Well-
the Lapse and Labor show that we completely
Damn.
lost. That would probably be my other one because that was just so funny.
Yeah. Well, they didn't mention either of our podcasts, so that's all the time we have.
Yep.
Better, guys. Sorry.
No, but talk.
You
I
do
don't know
that.
yet, so I can't say yours.
Yeah, true.
Sorry.
How did that footage get lost?
There wasn't any.
So you just didn't press record or something?
No, we wanted to do it live and record it, and with the combined brain powers of 3 engineers, myself, Rare IMG, and that one in there, and David Branch. He's a photographer, but he still had some good ideas. We could not get that live console to record and play live at the same time.
Shout out the homies.
Thank you guys. We tried, but we failed.
Fun fact, I went up there 3 days later and somebody looked at me. I think it was Heather. She looked at me. She's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Blake, somebody just plugged in something and they recorded the entire set last night."
Yeah, that's
Oh, it was the following Saturday at the Diva comedy show where it was all females, and it was the guy. It was the guy that's hosting the fucking Flint's Prettiest Butthole competition.
Yeah.
He just walked in, plugged it in, and it worked. Fuck that guy.
All I
Not
want to say
serious.
is a counter, real quick. A counter. We already discussed how good of a time we had with you guys.
Yeah.
Both times, and Colton's. So we didn't mention any of those 3.
Yeah,
just
I'm
as a
just
counter.
fucking with you.
No, I know.
I
I
want to
know.
know, what is this?
That is a joint with a rotini noodle at the filter. I've
What
explained
kind of
this.
weed is it? Because
That's why they had the bags of
Yeah,
noodles.
dude. When I was setting up, I saw a bag of noodles. I'm like, dude, what?
it takes a lot of people by surprise.
I was like, this guy's about to make some pasta.
No, that's my joint filter.
That
It's
makes
a
sense.
phenomenal filter.
But some of my favorite moments of y'all's,
Yes, sir.
a moment that like I remember watching and just like was like, damn, I'm not gonna forget this moment. Like just watching it was y'all listen to Cheyenne on D1's
Oh,
episode.
that was very
That was a
heavy.
big
That
one.
was
Shout out
very
D1,
heavy.
shout out Jet.
That was
Damn,
one of the
dude.
heaviest moments. I've
Yeah.
ever done.
No, that it was just like it was the moment was just good. Like it was just yeah.
Talk
So
about emotional,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Genuinely, because
Yeah.
it was like you just felt it in the
Mhm.
room, like
it was a beautiful song.
100%.
He did he I told him when I heard it, I was like, bro, she's smiling right now.
Absolutely.
Like it's a great song.
Dude,
and
it's a tearjerker.
another moment from that episode was I think you said something that could be sus,
Oh, jeez.
and D1 goes, Pause.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
oh,
Jet's like,
cock
Jet's
teasing.
like,
That's what I said. I said
yeah.
cock teasing,
Jet's
yeah.
like, what did
And
you mean by
which
that?
is funny because
I agree though. I knew what you meant when I watched it. I was like, what are they tripping about? Because I remember you said cocktail. I've heard that.
Yeah, but that's funny because there was not, like he mentioned as well. There was somebody that's not even too long ago that in the it was 2 Down. He didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, there's not a lot of cock teasing going on in the city for some reason. I don't know.
No,
But-
it's a good thing. We don't want to cock tease him too hard. Like,
Yeah, we do.
I don't know.
I want to give him blue balls.
George Bush on the Don's episode, and I had to get him involved in both of our episodes.
Yeah, he comes around.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
for
a homie.
Former president, he's pretty chill.
Yeah.
Who can tell me the first episode we brought George Bush out on?
Ken Wood.
Oh shit.
He might be right.
You might be right.
I just wanted to say that.
I don't know. That's
I
why
don't
asked.
either. I just guessed.
It's
It was
a-
the first guy that
no
popped in my
idea.
head.
It's around that time frame at least. It very well could be Kenwood. It could be like a couple episodes.
If I was
prior.
right, I'm gonna text you. Just cut me saying that I didn't know the answer. Just
No,
have me going
yes,
Ken Wood.
I agree. Kenwood.
But yeah, no. There's been. That's what made me a
That
fan.
out? Don't put my
Please-
joint out. I'm
please
gonna
put it
fucking
out.
hit that
It
again.
smells like when you're with the girl and you're getting intimate, and it's kind of, whoa, she didn't shower today.
Oh, I don't
That's
want
what that
to.
smells
Don't
like.
want to hit the joint no more.
Yeah, it's
Um,
horrific, and you guys all know what I'm talking about. It's not like a
That's
oh
not-
get away from me. It's
That's
like
not
oh,
how
she
this
just-
smells.
She just
bro.
didn't shower. I don't
But-
think so.
Fuck.
Like,
Horrific.
like I knew you. I had met you,
Correct.
but I enjoyed y'all not because I knew you and knew some of the guests. I enjoyed it because it was genuinely good and it was fun to watch. I had met you, but then like we hadn't talked for a month or two or whatever, and then I remember you guys came out with the Colton episode, and I was like, bro, that's that dude that I met at Whiskey's, like just with this beard. And then the Don's
with this
episode,
beard.
the Don's episode, you had the Ray Allen jersey on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, bro, that is him. So I shot the DM, and that's what led to that. But I just enjoyed watching the episodes, and I was like, okay, yeah, this would help me and Chance, like getting on this and making a new relationship. But bro, that just looks like a fucking good time. Like, let's just go get a random beer and fucking just have a good time talking about shit.
Okay, question for you.
Go
both
ahead.
of you.
Go ahead.
Out of us three, which one's your favorite?
You can go first.
Yeah.
I got my answer.
We had great synergy last time, bro. We were hugging and fucking.
Come on.
tapping.
What?
Come on,
What?
man. Throw me a bone, yo.
He said, "Throw me a bone, yo."
I don't know. You guys are all like, you have different personalities, all three of you.
Oh,
Oh, here he goes, the runaround.
I-
Well, no, you guys are special in your own way.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll say mine, and I got
Yeah.
reasonings. Mine's Dorsey. No offense.
What a shocker.
That's a homie. He's who's got me
Everybody loves
introduced to
Dorsey.
y'all. He's like, if I have something going on with y'all, like doing an event or planning a podcast, I'm texting Dorsey. You know, like okay. I think that you all. Hey, hey, hey,
What do I say here?
hey,
You're the most
hey, to be
approachable.
fair as well, I'm in a fantasy football league with this guy.
yeah.
This is biased.
Yeah.
That's a biased fucking.
Nah, so, but I would go to y'all to different
Sorry.
shit. If I need to fucking die laughing, I'm going to him.
Yeah.
At the Blackout Friday event, I introduced my dad to him, and he goes, "Oh, Mr. Siren," and I was dead on the floor. With you, if I need business advice, I'm going to you. If I need something about advertising or maybe pictures or something like an event or something like that, I'm going to you for sure.
Okay.
For you,
That's me.
I feel like I could like if something didn't happen, like we were supposed to do something and I had to cancel, I could be honest with you, like a real reason having to cancel. Like I could tell you some like personal shit if I had to. You know what I mean? So like I got a different relationship with all of you. I'm gonna need you to lean forward into the mic a little bit.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah. Nah, these are all my guys. I love all of them.
No, that
Those
was
are
a
all
valid answer though.
No, it was great. It
Yeah.
was a good answer. I
You
enjoyed
said
it.
random beer.
Oh, the mystery
That's
beer.
a
Can I
funny thing
piss?
to
I
say.
know we normally.
Go ahead.
All right, beer review. Come on, sniff.
Beer review.
All right,
Sniffs?
I
I've
did
already
all
taken
this.
like
I already
7
did all
sips
this.
of this thing.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
we've
gonna
already been
lie.
down this road. And I'll tell you honestly, daily drinker, I don't like this. I don't like this whatsoever.
It smells.
Like the two. And that's, like I don't like this, dude. I don't.
Is that 2 specialty or
That's my daily.
daily? Wow. So specialty's probably like a
5.
0.5. Yeah.
That's a 5.
5.
Oh, it goes up on the specialty?
Yeah, because like the thing is, a specialty beer, any special occasion is good. Like,
Oh,
any
yeah,
beer
yeah,
is
yeah.
fine,
I
like,
did that wrong.
I'll remember this correctly. Like it'll be something that holds
And
true. to me
summer
when I see
beers
it.
too.
Yeah.
Seasonal beers are
Yeah.
automatically way higher.
Yeah.
So it's like I maybe like I don't enjoy it. Maybe it's just gross. I don't know.
They look
too
cool.
Sweet. It's too sweet for me.
The branding's sick.
We didn't even introduce this beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, please go ahead because I can't read that.
Hanalei Island IPA.
Dad,
Go
get
with the-
this.
yeah.
Dad, get this one. Go ahead.
Hanalei Island IPA.
That's what I
I
said.
think that Little Siren knows.
By
more Hawaiian
Kona
than you
Brewing Co.
This isn't our podcast
This is an
anymore.
ale. This is an ale brewed
They
with
took
passion
over.
fruit, orange, and guava with natural flavor added.
I think the
Taking the
I think the
laid
sniff
back-
is better than the taste.
Taking the
Oh, I'm not excited for the taste. Then
Take-
smells.
take-
It's a cool summer
take-
breeze on a sunny day.
Take,
Nah,
take-
I'm just bullshitting. It smells like
take
take a chance. Take a chance.
Taking the laid-back tropical flavors that feel like gliding through the calm waters of Hanalei Bay, through lush green waterfall-streaked mountains.
This is what
Paradise is just one sip away, one life, right?
Right?
Bitch.
The only
about-
problem that I have is it's only 4.52. Like that's pretty
That's
low for
very
an
low
IPA.
for an IPA.
Whoa,
Probably the
really?
lowest I've ever seen, but
I
it
would-
balances in the fact that you can taste
I
the
would
real
never drink
fruit.
It
this.
tastes like a seltzer.
Huh?
I'll never
I
drink
got a
this.
Kind of tastes like a burnt vape.
Ah, you guys are haters.
Hey, we're coming down to the quick hitters though.
Yeah.
Daily drinker, I'm giving this a 6.
Oh wait, yeah, we didn't even finish. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I didn't give mine either, so go
Special
ahead.
occasion. It's got real fruit in it, and it's a summer beer, and we're here at Take a Chance in the rear. You hear? So yeah, fucking 8 out of 10 on there. That's tasty.
I'm actually gonna have a good beer review, so please go ahead. I'm excited for mine.
On a daily drinker, I'd give it like a 5.7.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this on the regular. It's not one of those beers, but on a specialty occasion, a solid like 7.3.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if I got this, you know?
No.
Would I regularly do it? No. But if it's there, I'll drink it.
on a hot day under the shade.
You guys are gonna be proud of me. I've grown.
Yes.
Tell us, please.
I've grown.
Yes.
Smells. And for me, I never got that. Smells. I don't get it. Like smelling wine, I smell great. What do you mean? Like I smell alcohol. That's what it smells like. So with taste, I like the sweetness of it, and you can really taste those fruits that are on there. But the only part I do not like about it is the real bitterness at the end.
That's
How it just kind of cuts off like out of nowhere. It's kind of like you bite into a grapefruit, you get that fruitiness, and then there's that bitter of the skin if you don't peel it all the way.
It's teaming up with the hops.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's fucking sick of it.
Daily.
Disgustingly sick.
I'm gonna drink this daily, so probably a 4 for daily.
sure.
Wow.
Specialty, summer day, sitting in Myrtle Beach.
Yup.
I give it a 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I've gotten better. I've gotten better.
good.
I saved it for our podcast.
Good. That's fine.
Daily, this is like a 3 for me. Occasion, it's like 5.
It's not bad. I'm
To be honest with you,
That's valid.
I think the smell's better than the taste. Like I don't know,
See?
I'm not the biggest fan of this.
That's
taste.
why I picked you because we have the same beer rating.
That is kind of cool. I don't know who Chance's favorite is, but out of like you, is it? Oh, Nate, you picked someone, right?
Huh?
Who was your favorite?
No, he
I
said
didn't
the
pick
question.
any.
Oh, okay. Well, I picked one person. He picked me. Oh, okay, and then that's it.
Well, I
thought
did say,
Nate.
I,
I thought
did
Nate
say
said.
to be biased, I did say Dorsey because we're in the same fantasy football.
Oh,
league.
okay. I thought you said
That's
Blake.
why I wanted
okay.
you guys on here.
I was
I
wrong
wanted to meet
then.
all you
That's my
guys,
fault.
you know
Me
what I
and
mean?
Dorsey are the only consistent ones. That's my fucking guy.
But no, coming down to the quick hitters. If you guys could have your dream episode guest, who would it be?
Each of you, you guys can say it as a group, or you
Yeah,
guys can
just
say
one by one. Quick
one by one.
hitters.
Separately, yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dad.
Quick hitters.
anybody, dead or alive.
No, it's got to be
Alive.
Can we get Ace in the pod?
Oh, real quick, we gotta get the homie on the pod.
Yeah, I picked Chance. That would be my dream podcast guest.
Well, you've already had him. It doesn't count. That's the problem.
Somebody
Like,
else.
I
I'm
thought you
saying
would
like
s-
major celebrity type
Yeah.
of person.
I'd
Kanye
get
West.
Kanye
That's
up
where I
on
thought
that.
you were
But
going.
I would
Kanye
just
West.
talk to him about producing and talk to him about
Ace.
how cool he is.
So
You're all good.
personally, I would be. Are you good? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm torn because I have two. Like I have big passions in
He's in
like
the
comedy,
bathroom,
and comedy is one of my favorites, and then acting, right?
Yeah.
Comedy wise, I would probably love to talk to. Well, I can't have my favorite comedian anymore. He passed. But
Who was it, if you don't mind me?
George Carlin.
Bro, that's my dad's favorite.
Dude, he's fucking
Hilarious.
hilarious. He's so good. But now I would probably have either Bert Kreischer.
100%.
Bert Kreischer.
That's a dream guest for
Yeah,
me.
It would be absolutely amazing to have him. Or I would like to have what's his name? I can't think of it. Fuck him. And then as far as an actor wise, I would like to get
Matthew McConaughey or
I don't know
Denzel
if they can
Washington.
see him.
Yeah, I don't know if they can.
If
see
y'all
us.
can see Ace, it's his birthday today. Shout out to 6. I think he might be on it. All right, Ace, come here. Better?
Dorsey, who's
It's
yours?
a dog
I got
cast.
two. One
It's
alive,
a
one
dog
dead.
cast.
Alive with
Ace,
no
go with
Jesus.
chance.
Seth Rogen.
Last question on the quick hitter.
Yeah.
You have a gun to your head, and you got to sing every lyric to a song in order to stay alive. What song?
Beaches
would-
ICP.
Okay.
Or Fuck the World ICP because that one just has a lot of the same easy lyrics.
He's like, I'm trying to stay. Chris is like, I'm trying to stay alive.
Those are the two that I can spit
What do you
right
got,
off the top of my
Dorsey?
head without even questioning.
Careless Whisper. George Michael.
Oh, you know what else?
Without a
Answer.
doubt. Without a
You know
doubt.
what
Hands
I
down.
could
Hold on.
probably get away with?
Careless Whisper. George Michael. All-time banger.
I could probably get away with Man Without Love too.
Ah.
I might be able to get away with that.
No, I don't know. There's that's potential.
Amor regresa ya de Grupo Cual de Dinastia Petraza. I dedicated myself to learning that.
Someone want to press the SAP button on this?
I was
one?
just gonna say, I hope you guys can edit in subtitles
You don't
like
need
he does.
subtitles. I just told you the fucking name of the song.
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry. I was talking over you.
Are you speaking in Chewbacca like I did for your episode?
Mi corazón.
Can you please give me the
te
English
va a
translation?
extrañar.
You're saying?
Can you use it in a sentence?
I took French in high school.
Can you give me
Que
that in a
sin
definition?
sentido te perdí.
Can
So
you
what
still
is-
get copyrighted and like plagiarized for doing
There's
a Mexican
no
song?
way
I'm
for that.
just curious. Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know
Hey,
about that.
Can you
I don't know if
stop?
that
You don't
counts.
want to fuck these guys over.
There's no way
I-
off
I-
that he'll get
That shit
copyrighted.
is hard as fuck.
I think we'll
But when
be
you're
fine.
studying a language, you remember.
They'll go to copyright it and then hear it and be like, "What the fuck is that?"
You mispronounced every word. It's not that big of a deal. It's
No, he
okay.
didn't. He slayed it. Dad knows his fucking languages.
I was making a joke, damn it.
Fuck your joke.
This guy doesn't get
Cumbia.
humor. We were talking about this before it started.
Shut up.
This
I
motherfucker
love
gets me
Dorsey. I
riled
get
up.
his humor. We're good.
Second joke.
You're
We're
right.
using it now.
Oh man,
Well, no. Before we sign
we're at
off,
the end. Yeah,
this was a good one.
it
Is
was.
there any like shout outs you guys want to give? You know, Plug
Take
something.
a Chance Records, Take a Chance Podcast. Those guys are pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Currency Clothing,
For good things.
The Natty God, of course.
Yeah.
The rest of the Pink 50s, because those guys are, you know, the worst band downriver.
Fuck.
That's about it. Other than that, I mean, oh, they do got the Pink 50s also have a tour going on at the end of this month.
Yeah.
For when this releases, it's gonna be out in like Bay City, and then they're
Yup.
going to Grand Rapids. They're
Yup.
playing Mulligans actually in Grand Rapids.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Alright.
if you can, check
Cannot
those out.
wait.
Shout out to Pink 50s.
Yeah, check those out.
Haven't got to meet y'all yet, but looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, worst band downriver.
Yeah.
Dad, you got any other shout outs before I go?
No, but my ring finger is like a fucking sword. I accidentally cut it the wrong way, and it's super sharp, and I've just been looking at it all night.
Shout out that nail clipper.
Shout out to that nail clipper.
Yeah.
Shout out to any artist that has either came onto our podcast or performed at a live show
Oh yeah, those guys.
that we
Yeah,
are
that's a good
involved
one.
with. First off, because we couldn't do this without you guys, realistically.
Shout out to Don's Fast Luciano.
100%.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
From that to the rock scene across the board, anyone from rap to rock that we work with, we appreciate you guys a ton. Shout out to the viewers, the fans, the supporters.
Hell
that we
yeah,
get.
bro.
Yeah, I was
do
gonna
it.
say, go follow. We're gonna have all your stuff in the description. Go follow them. Go watch all their stuff.
The last thing I do
100%.
gotta say though is please go follow the All Yeah Archives. 'Cause
Yes.
you're about to see
Their
some
socials
crazy
will
shit
appear.
on that.
Alright.
No, you don't understand. Like the one thing that we have based around that, our normal page, we're gonna only have things that like we actually edit.
Yeah.
This is just straight the raw footage from behind the scenes when we're blacked out, wasted on our fucking Snapchat.
Sick.
That we're just gonna give to everybody to look at when we're done.
So sure.
Dope.
Go look at it.
Shout
Well-
out to Currency and Colton, like you said, absolutely.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
Spooky
homie.
Spooky Films.
Shout
We
out to
handle
homie.
candles. Shout out Damn Chapo. Shout out the TAC boys. Shout out
Yeah.
any liquor store still selling beer, because I might need some before I go home. God damn it.
Respect.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming on. Go comment, like, subscribe on all their stuff. Go
Yeah,
follow them.
man.
It'll be in the description. And
No. We got a little bit. Shout out my little sister
yeah.
painting these.
Yes, sir.
Check her out in the description. Shout out Centaur Slots
Make
for
it
hooking us up and getting
possible.
this all started. full season away. That was a full season ago. But
Shout out the new setup that these guys do.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, holy yeah.
I'm rocking with it.
Yeah,
to be honest.
it's a vibe.
Wait, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
so
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna
We
go.
fucked up. We fucked up. We did say the TAC podcast and crew as a whole. Shout out to you two for having us on here and hosting this.
Thank you,
fuck
bro.
that.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
Be on
It's
the
cool.
lookout
Nah, we
for our
got it's all
episode on our
smoke. We got it.
Yeah, be on the lookout for our episode. On
Oh
their
hell
channel.
yeah! If that
Like I said, we did a little swap. We did
a little
Yeah,
swap.
So you can hit the bell so you can, as soon as it drops, you can fucking see it.
But I wanted on just a personal personal note, I guess.
Make me cry.
Spit it out,
You
buddy.
guys yeah, I know. It took me a second.
Look me in the eyes. No, look me in the eyes when you say it.
All right, I got you. Staring
Glad
contest.
you laughed. I know you knew where that came from.
So,
You're not looking me in
bro,
the
I
eyes.
lost it. I think I said no. I said it on Beyond the Air. I've said it. I mean, obviously, you should always stay hungry. What was it? What's the quote?
We did it on theirs too. Always be hungry, never be satisfied.
Yep.
Shark never stops eating. Never
But
stops
you
swimming.
gotta
It
be
dies, it dies.
like
I
y'all
don't know
should
what you
be
said, I didn't hear you.
They said if a shark stops swimming and stops eating, it dies.
Yeah.
Be a shark.
exactly.
That's
But
what-
at the same time, you guys got to be proud of the accomplishments you guys have had so far, and you guys are fucking killing it. And all these events have done great. And you guys, I'm excited to see y'all host Camp Currency.
It's only
Man,
from here.
yeah, man, it's been
Excited to keep working around.
excited to
you guys,
meet
too.
y'all for real. I mean, this wasn't for
It's
to be
honestly-
with y'all.
It's
100%.
honestly people. It's what you just said there is why we keep doing it. It may only be a small group we have that appreciate what we do, but it's because of them that we just keep pushing. And
Yeah.
Eventually, something will happen. We'll build our small niche group.
Mhm.
Same what you're gonna do over time.
Yeah,
And
For
it's
sure.
worth it just for them.
For sure.
it's always
We're
cool
flipping
seeing.
off our fans.
It's
All right, yeah, fuck you.
it's always cool to see.
All right, don't go sub to no.
It's always cool to see like-minded people come together and do some shit, and that's what I feel like we have with y'all.
Absolutely.
And like other people involved. Shout out Rare Image. Shout out Currency Clothing. Like we have our full team. If you look at it as like a big team, like
Like I said, on,
Doing our
like I
shit,
said on
man.
our episode, the one thing I love is, like you said, the community that we've grown together.
mhm.
Yeah.
And the funny thing I have about it is if it was like the late 1980s, early 1980s,
we would have beef.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, you wouldn't be inviting me here to hang out. You would be
No.
inviting me here to shoot me.
Yeah.
I
think
feel like
that's the way it would be.
I feel like the only way to look at it though is if we really want to keep working with each other is like a friendly competition.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
Sure.
Like, we just like kind of hold each other accountable
Oh,
type
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Something like that.
If I
Absolutely.
see you slipping, I'm gonna tell you about it.
Yeah.
Same thing with y'all. Yeah.
Absolutely. When's the next event? You know.
Yeah.
When's the next episode coming out? Huh?
Exactly.
No.
All right.
My last thing I want
Are
to
you
say
sure
besides
it's the last
shout
thing?
outs.
'Cause we've done a
Yeah.
Midwestern goodbye. on this
You
podcast.
guys are
Hey,
good.
it's
Take
the
your time.
Midwest.
Take your time.
We did
No,
our
I'm
shout
not
outs.
tripping.
Last advice, straight the fuck up, is have fun with it.
Oh,
No
yeah.
matter
for
what,
sure,
don't
for sure.
over stress about the views, the subscriptions, the comments. Have fun with it, because if
Oh,
you're not
no.
having fun with it by the end of it, it's not worth it. It's not
He-
fucking
he
worth
makes-
it.
He makes a very good point. The one thing that he is when you remember that feeling in the first episode, like the happiness you felt when you
The
finished it,
nervousness too.
nervousness.
And it just
don't forget what that felt like.
Yeah.
Because there will be days where you're walking in this and it's like, dude, I just got off of work. I don't want to fucking do this. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Whatever
Yeah.
it may be. But it's those days where it's like, no, I'm doing it because of that feeling that I got the first time I did it.
Mhm.
That keeps driving
Yeah.
you, and you need to just remember that on the shit days.
Hell
for
yeah.
sure. Well, I'm excited to see where it takes both of us.
Check out.
For real.
Yeah, be on the lookout for the next episode. We have the 43rd president of the United States, George Bush.
We're gonna make a
Coming
trade.
in.
We're gonna make a fucking trade.
Yeah,
Goddamn
All
it!
right.
You know what it's going to be? One of those for the George Bush. All right, so stay
Like-
tuned. We'll see all
like,
about
comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
it.
Oh,
Yeah. Look at these guys. They're
We will.